Monday, February 23, 2026. Yesterday was I to this meeting that was on internet, in a Zoom meeting, and took the first step to do Aliyah. I don't know how I should say it, but too could move to Israel and be a citizen of Israel because of my parents are Jewish, and so I am Jewish also. And I am not happy for what's going on in Israel. But God is calling me there. And as He called me, is it something God wants me to do there in Israel? It's not only that I am going to move there. It's something God wants me to do there. And I was in Israel, I was in Jerusalem 2023, and I did that. What I understood was that last time I was to Israel and going back home to Sweden, and but it is something more God wants about it. This was like kind of the circle was closed, and now is it something else coming up that God wants me to do, and God He take the most fragile, not powerful person on this planet. So he do that. He have chosen me to be his daughter, and I am nothing. I don't know what to do, and it's very, very hard for me with this to move to Israel, as my brain is not okay. There is many things I can't do with the damage in my brain, and I can't hold it together, things that I should do. I need to have someone helping me in this to move. And yesterday, after that meeting, I wrote to the hospital, to the medicine. That was something they told us to do, to immediately be signed in to the health care in Israel. And then is it that we need to choose what kind of health care we should be in. So I wrote an application, and I'll see what answer I get from it. And then I also wrote to to our synagogue, and that I didn't do that in my city here. We have a synagogue here where I live, but they are not really happy to have me there. And so it's more, I think it's more better that I wrote to Stockholm, because that's where they come in. Those Jewish ancestors, they came to Stockholm, and there one of my ancestors, he make a Jewish cemetery in Stockholm. And then I wrote to the synagogue and say, how can I tell about that I am Jewish? Because Israel doesn't accept DNA test, so they need to have documentation. And that is very hard when I am by myself. I have relatives, but they are not thinking that they are Jewish. I can't bother them with this. I have not talking to them for maybe 50 years. So I can't do that. I have to work on my own here. And my parents, my father died in 1970. When I was 17 years old, he died. And my mother died in 1990. It's over 30 years ago and more. And there is no one alive anymore here on earth. No one that have the papers, because it's not that Jewish ancestors move in here like when Hitler was here. They move in here in about 300-400 years ago. And I don't know how to do it, to find documentation, but they in Stockholm, they have documentations about what have going on with the Jewish people in Sweden. So I think they can find it out, and maybe they have find it out, as they have accepted me to come into this program to move back to Israel. And then in a meeting was it very hard. I didn't remember that they were speaking so very fast, because I thought, I was thinking, is it in Swedish they're going to talk about? Because I got the email was in Swedish. And then I get it in English, also invitation, reminder. And then, so I was curious, what will it be? And it was English. And they speak so very fast. So first I couldn't hear what they were saying. And but after a while, it's like that, where I going into other countries, it take some minutes, and then suddenly my brain switch over to that language, and then I can speak and I can hear what they are saying. So in this Israeli English, it started to work in my brain. after 2-3 minutes. And then I find out that they were talking to people in United States and Canada. That's what they are talking about. So there was not so much for me to take of the information. And there were some other people also that was from other countries, and but I understood what they were saying, but it was not much for me to talk about. I didn't talk at all, and because it was like you're working in Israel and you have small children that should go to the school, and this kind of things they were talking about, and that was not for me. I only wanted to join this meeting because I needed to tell them that I am interested to move to Israel. So I write up some, and I did some notes that I should do. And then one thing was that we should have open a bank account in Israel before we coming to Israel. And that is very hard for me because the bank, I could get a bank account in Israel, but the bank account was to work with a telephone, and I don't have the telephone as a computer. I have a laptop where I'm working on, so I couldn't do that yesterday. But I saw that I could get a bank account in Israel. And in a year, I think it must have been year 2016, I was to a bank when I was in Israel, and I asked if I could open a bank account. I was into a bank and talked to a man there, and he said that you can open a bank account, but then it was about like $500 to open up, to put in and save the money immediately when I sign up. And I didn't have that money to put in. And but I got information that I needed to have some money to open up a bank account in Israel. But it have changed now, and I could get a bank account like I have here in Sweden, that is connected with the internet. I don't need to go to a physical bank to have a bank account. But I couldn't do that. I couldn't give them my ID because it was so dark. It was evening when I did this, and their camera didn't accept my picture. So I need to do that one day when it's light outside. Today have it been a little dark. It have been like misty the whole day. I need to do it when it's no clouds in the sky. And it's quite dark in this new home, so it need to be very clear outside to do this ID. And so this what they were talking about for me to sign up for health care and then do the bank. And now today I did get a letter where I got a mail in the ordinary postbox where it says that I couldn't get any money to pay my rent from retirement. So I have only half of my retirement just now. And I could be a nervous stress of it. But I saw it today that I can at least pay my rent for this apartment for that money I get. And then is it good that I have told those that coming home and clean my home that I don't need them anymore. So that money do I not need to pay. So that it was my, after the rent was that money, the biggest money to pay. So that it's gone now. So I could be stressed and that I don't have any money like I had before. But I know what God's will are. That's why I not go nervous or stressed, because I know what God is up to. Because it's like saving money now. Because in the letter it says, if you have not got any money in a half year, 6 months, then you have to call us and tell it. And so it can take 6 months before I get my retirement, full retirement. But in that case, is it that they will pay all the money to me when they accept my retirement to be, and then I get those money. It's very hard just now, but the money is coming, and it will be much money. And I know what God is doing, because that is money to take the flight to Israel again. But this time I will not coming back. So I need to make everything be okay with Israel. So it is time for me to travel to Israel when the money is coming. That money I get is enough to take a flight to Israel. And then I hope there is some people meeting me on the airport. I don't know how it how it will be, because I have only been on the first meeting, so they will tell us, I suppose, what's going to happen in next step, and when we are coming to Israel. Now it's they in many cases they think that we have never been to Israel, but I have been to Israel 4 times, so I know what's waiting for me, and I don't know how to live in Israel for the rest of my life. As I am disabled, I can't walk in stairs, so it must be a house where is no stairs, and maybe elevator that I can take. And then I hope that there will be people that is going to help me. I think being Israel, they understand more about that I am disabled and need to get help. Here they don't understand what's problem I have. But when I'm coming to Israel, and I'm coming by myself to Israel, they see it, that I don't have anyone that help me. So they need to help me. So I will see what they will do in Israel in this way, because when I'm coming to Israel again, then am I a Jewish woman that coming to Israel? So that's different. I'm not a stranger. I am someone that returned to Israel because I belong to Israel from the beginning. And I have found out that I am in David's house because my line is going to Virgin Mary and her children, and that house there Jesus belonged to, and these things. I belong there, and they will know it in Israel when I'm coming back. It will be very different from when I have traveled by myself to Israel. So it's it's very hard to understand this. It's very, very hard to understand that God is doing this. He wants me to come back to Israel and live there. And then in Israel, is it something I am going to do that God wants me to do, because that's why He take me to Israel, to live there. I have no clue, but that's how it look like today. And nothing is for granted, but it look like the straight line with the plan that God have for my life is like that I will end up in Israel. And I'm going to survive as long as I have a home to live in. Am I okay? And then I get a electric wheelchair so I can drive out. I don't need to have much money because it's very nice only to travel around a little around the house. I know where I am because it's close to where I lived before, so I know all the roads here, and it's still been snow here on the ground, but it's on its way to go away. And I have seen the memories I have on Facebook that I have had picture of flowers in the grass that was growing, but this year it's not growing yet because it have been snow laying on the ground. So it's different, it's colder. And I'm thinking that be to Israel, it can be snow, but it will not be much, not for a long time as it is here. So it is this weather we have in Sweden that also make me, I don't want to live here because I don't like snow, and I don't have any friends. I don't have anyone that ask me how I'm doing. It's nothing here. I am like a stranger in the country where I was born. So it can't be worse to move to Israel. I know it's going to be a little hard to live in Israel because it's another culture. But I have been there, so I know. I didn't remember that they were speaking so fast. But I was okay after under 5 minutes. Then I heard what they were saying. And then they only talk like everyone was from United States or Canada. So many of these things I listen at, information I get, it's for American, Canada people. And but I'm going to tell them in Israel that I need to be with the English speaking area of Israel, and so I can talk to people. I don't know Hebrew, and but they say in this meeting that we should start to learn Hebrew, and that of course is it for those that have children and those that are going to work in Israel. I'm going to work also, but that is under God. I can't work in Israel as a normal worker. Can't that. God have something else for me to do in Israel. And then I was also thinking that we have in Stockholm, we have a female rabbi. So there is female rabbis. And maybe God wants me to be a rabbi in Israel. something like that, because all the silver cord that I have, all my ancestors in the past was rabbi. The whole family, many. That's why I can find them out in DNA that I belong to those Jewish families that was in the past, that was a rabbi, and it's okay today to be a female rabbi, and but that is not. I can't be Orthodox, and I don't want to be Orthodox Jewish. I want to have more light. It's not that I don't want, but I can't use any wigs or covering my hair, because I am very warm in around my head, and I never have anything on my head. If it's not very, very cold outside, I have had it, but I take it off as soon as I can, because I don't feel okay with that on my head. So only that stopped me to be Orthodox. But I don't want to be Orthodox, because it's too much rules to do that is not like I have hard to accept it, because it's not my thinking of how to live a life as a Jewish woman. And I'm not going to party like that, but I'm not going to be Orthodox Jewish. There is some branches in the Jewish. I'm not going to be like an American normal person that is there only to have fun and go to McDonald's like that. I'm going to join the society in Israel. It was like when I lived in United States, they told me people, oh, I know some Swedish people that you can go and visit. And I said to them, please, no, thank you. I know how to speak Swedish, and I know how it is to be Swedish, because I'm born Swedish. I don't need them. I need to know United States. I need to know Texas. Not Sweden. That's where I have lived before. I told them. And that's the same with Israel. I'm not going to join European people. I'm going to join the Israeli people of the old that have been born there. Israel, and learn how to bake and make food and doing things like the Jewish ordinary people do, not these Orthodox, because they scare me a little because of the way to treat me, and so no, I'm going to be like between Orthodox and ordinary people. If God is going to make me move there, I don't know anything that I have told you. I only know what's going on. I know what's going on in the past. I know what's going on just now. But the future, that I can only know what I am told from heaven, but I can't think about it by myself about the future. I can have a theory, a thought about it, but I can never take it for granted it will be like that. And I have laid my life in God's hands. That was what I did in year 2000. And I know now because I was in God's throne room in year 2000. And he appointed me to be his daughter. That's what it is. It's very hard for me to understand it, but was there. I saw God's throne. I was in that throne room. And then I talk about it in the hypnosis I was to. And so it's not like I have to accept it, but I have to understand that's what it is. But no person here on earth understand who I am. I'm wondering, will they ever understand who I am? Will they understand? Or, yes, it's in God's hands what will be in the future. I don't know. I am only thinking that I'm going back to heaven where I was before I come to this planet. And it doesn't matter in that case if people understand or not, because I'm going back to God. Whatever will happen, I have a win-win situation. But of course I want to take more people with me that can understand what's going on, and that we are only guests here on this planet. This planet didn't belong to us from the beginning. We were only placed here to go through the test who we really are. And I have been God's tester. I have tested people in my whole life. I knew why I am here on this planet. I am here to test people. So thank you for listening, and God bless you.